Ladies and gentlemen, we meet again towards Parashat Vayera, and I think we have a very profound message here as far as the relationship between father and son, the amazing relationship between Abraham and Yitzchak. I just want to make a few points. The first point is we have the biggest party thrown in the whole Torah. Mishteh Gadol, a big party. The only time it says in the whole Torah a big party is in our week's parsha. Who makes a party? For whom? What is the reason? Vayas Avraham Mishteh Gadol v'yom higamel et Yitzchak. Yitzchak was weaned. But what does it mean somebody is weaned? It means he becomes independent. And the first message is we must celebrate our children's independence. We have to let them walk by themselves. Even if they fall and they cry, we have to encourage them to walk, not to pick them up all the time. Encourage them and be happy when they can walk by themselves. We have to celebrate their independence. And once but that is not good. Because there is a second profound message from this parasha, which is, we know Yitzchak knew the Torah. Where did he know the Torah from? Who did he study by? We know Avraham learned from Shem Vayera, and we know that even Yaakov learned by Shem Vayera. Who did Yitzchak learn Torah by? It doesn't say. So maybe he learned by his father Avraham. Well, the only time there was some kind of conversation between them was on the way to the Akedah, on the way to sacrificing Yitzchak. So they had one sentence each way. Yitzchak asked a question and Avram answered the question. That's all the conversation they had. Where did Yitzchak learn Torah? And the answer is very simple and very powerful in the silence of the Torah. There's only one way Yitzchak learned Torah. He learned from personal example from his father. He learned through role modeling. Role modeling the person who celebrated his independence. To what extent did he follow his father? Vayelchu shnehem yachdav. The pasuk says this twice. Once, when they started walking towards Yerushalayim, and Vayera et hamakom merachok, they saw it from far away, and the two of them went. And Yitzchak asked his father the only conversation ever with Avraham Avinu, his father, and he says, "Okay, we have the knife, and we have the fire, and we have the wood, but where's the lamb?" And Avraham says, "Don't worry about the lamb. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take care of the lamb, my son. Haseh le'olam b'ni." And Yitzchak gets the message. He understands his sacrifice. And then it says again, Vayelchu shnehem yachdav. Yitzchak is now going with Avraham, knowing that he himself is going to be the sacrifice. He was already 37 years old. He's no young little boy. And he does exactly what Avraham tells him. He's willing to be the sacrifice. I'm sure they're going up the mountain. It's difficult for Avraham to sacrifice his only son. It's difficult for Yitzchak to be sacrificed. Vayelchu shnehem yachdav. Says Rashi, they both went with the same happiness that they're doing big mitzvah. Chazal tell us that is something that we pray that we should take with us from this amazing relationship. The relationship doesn't need many words, but it means that the father has to celebrate the child's independence, and B, has to lead by role modeling, by being a personal example, by leading by example. And there is nothing stronger in the world of education than leading by example. And the opposite is also true. There's nothing more destructive in education than what is called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance means when at the same time You're giving one message and you're saying another message. For instance, you say, don't hit, you must not hit anybody. At the same moment, you're giving a double message, but you're saying what you're doing. Or a classical example is when somebody screams, don't shout! What do you mean? You're shouting, don't shout. Children get these double messages and say the world of the adults is foolish. They don't realize that they're saying one thing and doing the opposite at the same moment. But if they are role models, if what they say is what they do, and what they do is what they say, they pick up a special relationship with their parents, and they're happy to follow in the parents' footsteps. And that's the story of Avraham and Yitzchak in this week's parsha. And we see Vayelchu Shnehem Yachto. Rav Yitzchak Hutner, Zatzal, makes this a central idea in the world of chinuch, that we have to have a strong relationship, positive relationship with our students, with our children. If we don't have a strong positive relationship with our children, with our students, we cannot expect them to accept our role modeling. We have to constantly be celebrating their independence, and within their independence, show them the way. And that is an important message. Throughout says Rav Shimshon Raphael Hirsch, this is an important message throughout generations. That if we want our following generations to follow in our footsteps, this is what we have to do in a very positive way. And in Hashem, we should all be very successful in this and continue and be positive role models for all future generations. Shabbat Shalom.